Hi guys, I'm Maddie, or Miss Sexton. This is Mr. Hastings, and we're going to be kind of going over the biology, the DNA molecule. So to start off, we kind of want to start off with some fun facts. And so if you stretched out a DNA molecule, or all of the DNA strands in your body, you could go to the moon and back 6,000 times. And then what I thought was pretty cool, 99% of our DNA sequence is actually the same as everyone else's. It's just that 0.1% that's either the loss or gain of the nucleotides. And then another one, it would take one person typing 60 words a minute, 8 hours a day for the next 50 years to type an entire human genome. Okay, don't worry, we're not going that deep into biology. We're just going to go over the basics. And John's going to cover it with me.
Yeah, thanks, man. So, these are a few notes I took. But now that I have it up there, it seems really overwhelming. The DNA molecule is found in every single living creature. And it's like, I feel like DNA has taken on this mystical, property. We watch all these CSI videos and things like that, and it's like, oh, you found some DNA. You can know everything about this person's life. Really, it's just like an ordinary molecule, but what's so cool about it is that inside every single bit of DNA is the instructions to code for your entire human body. To me, that's crazy. And so I wrote that out here. DNA is a molecule found in every single living creature, and inside every cell is a little packet of DNA. And it's so packed with information that it holds the coded instructions to make you. So everything about your eyes, your nose, your toes, every single cell has all that information. And so the question really becomes, how does a molecule hold instructions? How does something tangible that you can look at under a microscope hold instructions to build something like us? And it's really incredible. And the answer is it spells them out. Just like on letters on a page, DNA has a language within it. And this language is made up of 4 different letters. And this is the part I really want you to get this lesson. So pay attention right now. Just like letter on the page, DNA has a written language that has 4 letters. And the letters all combine in different orders and different patterns to make a language. And those letters are A, T, C, and G. And they stand for adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine, which are some really big, fancy ways to say different chemicals with different properties. And these molecules are called base pairs. That's one of your vocab words. And they always occur in a really specific pattern. So here's an incredible drawing that I drew myself on this iPad. I hope you like it. And it's just an example. Have you guys ever heard DNA as a ladder? Yes, cool. And basically, if we stick with this ladder analogy, if we keep going with this, then half of the rung is going to be either the C, the G, the T, or the A. And then the other half is always going to be the corresponding letter. So an A always pairs with a T, and a G always pairs to a C, which means that you take half of this molecule, and I can build the other half without even knowing what it is. So I can take this A, and I know this has to be a T. And I can take this T, and I know it has to be an A. And I can take this G, and I know that it has to be a C. And this is the mechanism that your body uses to reproduce cells and things like that. And it's a beautiful, complex thing, and I love it. And so we are actually going to replicate this today. We're going to build some DNA molecules with candy and with Twizzlers and all sorts of things. I'm finish writing my name. And I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to enjoy it. What we're going to do, Maddie's going to explain.
Okay, do you want to do something?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to build our own DNA molecule. So by the end of it, I've kind of done an example. It should look like this. And we'll twist it. Okay? So every table should have one bag. Sorry. But there's
all right.
Okay, so every table should have one bag. You guys are going to work together as a team on this. So what you're going to do first, you're going to take out your licorice, and you're going to build one strand. Your green marshmallows are the adenine, and what does that pair with? Thymine, and that's your pink. So your green and your pink will pair together on the toothpick, so you're going to put them together like this. Okay, and then your cytosine is yellow, which pairs with? Yeah, okay. guanine, and that's orange, and you're going to pair them together on your toothpick. So you're going to go every other one.
That makes sense? So
what I found is best is to make one side first, and then just attach the other side of the licorice to it after.
okay, so we'll walk around and we'll help you and we'll talk to you and ask questions. It'll be great.
Split your marshmallows up between, toothpicks up between everyone so everyone can work on it. Got it?
But do you understand like the concept of like A always goes with T and G always goes with C? So can you see like how this would be significant in your body? When your body only has half of the DNA molecule, like it can finish and come together half without knowing. Does that make sense?
John, can you put your picture back up?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so it's also important to know that if there are 100 adenines, then how many thymines would there be? 100, yeah. So there's always the exact same amount of its pair. They're like doves. It's dove season. They're like doves, so they come as pairs.
Right.
Good job.
Do you enjoy it?
Do you look position? No.
But make sure to tell us.
But, yeah.
So do you get like how like your body
Really? So can I put the yellow next to the orange?
Oh, logo and alternate.
because like if you're replicating
So then,
split it in half. Then you record the other half.
Okay.
That's how you bond.
So the key is,
meal today. Yeah.
the key is order.
One more meat,
What makes the difference
grain,
is order.
peanuts.
Yeah. So right. So Ted made a good point. Ted said like the key is the order. So he said like the key is like TACG, and he's right. In a molecule, like you'll have a little machine that will go through and it'll read all this stuff. And depending on what the order is, TACG could mean eyelash, and then your body will like make an eyelash. That's way oversimplified. I understand that, but it gets the concept across. So that is what's important. Is right. Just trying to make that clear.
Does anyone else have any questions while we're still working on this? Does anyone have theirs done?
I have a question.
What's that?
So does it always have to go through the rotation of those 4 letters, or can it go AT, AT, GC, GC?
Right. Yeah, it can go C, 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 G, A, A, T. Yeah, it can do anything it wants. It's the language.
It can do whatever it wants.
Do you guys think this is interesting? What do you think about this subject? Do you think it's cool?
Yeah.
Am I just being a big old nerd and y'all are thinking I'm dumb?
Okay, you guys have it done. Hold them up. And then you'll twist them to make it, because then your body is coiled up super strong, so, yeah.
It's important stuff.
Yeah.
So am I qualified to create a new life form now?
Yeah, you're sick. You're ready to rock.
Yeah.
You're sick. No, those were hatched. It's been there, done that. They were hatched.
Awesome. Good job. See yours.
Yeah, so that is what is inside of you. Yeah.
It'll
So-
be inside me soon.
So why should you guys be interested in this? Why should you care about DNA and what it's like? Do you have any ideas?
Key to life.
The key to life, building blocks of everything. CSI is cool.
It's
Yeah.
the answer to curing all things.
It's the answer to curing all things. deep. Ted's going deep. All right. I think it's really important because science, from what I've experienced, science is way farther advanced than people in the typical public realize. And it sounds kind of science fiction-y, but not too far in the future, it'll be really, it'll be possible for you to like choose characteristics and choose traits of your children, which is kind of crazy. And there's like a ton of debate going around whether or not it's ethical, whether it should ever be legal. But it's definitely something that's being talked about, and it's something that we should be educated about and informed about. And so you'll know, like when they're talking about messing with genes, they're talking about messing with the order of all of these things, like switching the T and the A, so like you have blue eyes instead of green eyes, and things like that. And so like you should really care because it can like really affect you, but also just because it's super cool. All this is happening inside of you every second of every day, and that just kind of blows my mind. Okay,
So I think that concludes our lesson.
thanks guys.
We enjoyed.